We are heading to the visitor center, Island in the Sky, to hopefully, fingers are crossed, get a permit to do the White Rim Trail.
White Rim Trail apparently is a very, very well-known trail in this area where the trail first started back decades ago when there were some locals and probably out-of-towners that were mining for uranium.
How do you know that?
Because I did my research, dear. There's a uranium, they were mining for uranium down there, but it wasn't, putting out the kind of quantity that they were expecting that other regions were, so they abandoned this area, but they left the road open and is now part of Island in the Sky and Canyonlands National Park. See? And it's going to take us 2 days to run it. But let's see if we get the permit. I feel like we're putting the cart in front of the horse. So
counting your
I've already said too much.
Before they hatched.
I am counting my chickens. So we're on our way there.
If those chickens don't hatch, you all are going to see a very disappointed Daniel.
Yeah. So we'll know here in probably about 30 to 45 minutes in our time, but in your time, you'll have an answer like that. All right, guys, so we just left the ranger station.
Yes.
And we got our permit.
Yay!
So we are super excited.
Probably because, I think we got lucky because
it's the time of the
no
year.
one else is as crazy as us to be camping in.
Yeah, well, there's some folks, there are some people that are down there. We're doing basically half and half. We're doing half the drive today, staying at a campsite called Murphy Camp Number C.
Letter C.
Letter C. Probably could have dumped some trash there. So about 6 hours of driving today to camp, 7 hours tomorrow. No campfires down here at all.
Unless you have charcoal.
Yeah, you can have a charcoal fire.
But no wood fires.
They're concerned with people bringing in wood, with taking bugs down there and all that good stuff. It's an adventure within an adventure.
The White Rim.
White Rim
Say that 3
Trail.
times fast.
White Rim Trail. White Rim Trail. White Rim Trail. It's not that hard.
It's hard for me.
So we'll let you guys go, and once we get on the trail and anything interesting, we will keep you guys updated and be prepared for some amazing video.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way, and we got no reason to wait. Let the journey take you where it wants to. We'll continue to find our way through anything we face. We got what it takes. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover every color filled with wonder. Now we finally see we got everything we need. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. clouds. We're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming now. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
All right, so we are on the switchbacks that lead you down into the canyon, and I just shot some drone footage. And by the way, we're not in the national park just yet. We're still on BLM land, which allows for the drone. But Mama Goose did a great job driving down these switchbacks. The worst of it's over. I was piloting the drone, which was kind of an eerie feeling, not being able to watch the road. But she did good, and
you can count on me, dear.
Good. My life's in your hands, dear.
So we just entered Canyonlands, and we were told about this living soil that's here. It takes about 100 years to replace if it's damaged. Just stepping on it would kill it. So I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. So you can see this is right off the trail. So I'm not stepping on it, but those black spots are older than the lighter spots. So as it continues to grow and age, it turns black. Pretty crazy.
So we are 26 miles in, and it's been 2 hours and 9 minutes. So we've been averaging about 13 miles an hour. But so far, you know, we hit those initial switchbacks, which were pretty amazing and scary at the same time. And then we just finished hard scramble. They say it's one of the more difficult parts, but it really wasn't. It was just a slow go up a steep grade. There was some off camber and bigger rocks, but nothing at all to write home about. And then we made it back down into the canyon after climbing, and we are on our way. We are almost at Potato Bottom, or maybe we are at Potato Bottom. That might be the potato right there. All right, guys, so we're just stretching the legs a little bit. We need to stop for food here pretty quick, dear.
Yeah.
But we're about to go away from the canyon just a little bit, but we're awfully close, so we stopped to check it out, and I'll give you guys an idea of what we're looking at. Don't fall, dear. All right, it is checking in with you guys. It's 12:45. We are 39 miles in, 3 hours and 22 minutes. And we're just leaving a campsite. They don't really have campgrounds. They just have like designated campsites that people have to stay at. I think there's only like 8 or 9 of them in this whole 100-mile stretch. We just left Candlestick, if you guys want to look that up on a map. But we're kind of going away from the canyon right now. We're going to catch back up to it in probably another 2 miles or so. But this is the most incredible thing ever. I mean, we haven't seen a soul out here. We've seen one raven. That's it.
Oh, we did see cows.
But no, like, longhorn sheep or anything cool like that. So we are gonna continue on the route, and I think next stop will be in about 45 minutes. We're gonna have some lunch.
45 minutes?
1:30, right? Isn't that what I said?
I guess, yeah.
Quit arguing with me. I will turn this car around.
Oh, okay.
All right, guys. See you in a little bit. Not a bad place to stop for lunch, right? We're right at the cliff's edge, which is weird because there's ground below us that's a straight cliff down, and then around us there's cliffs that go straight up. So we're like in this middle plateau area, but it's about 1:30. Mama Goose is gonna make us some turkey sandwiches, eat some chips. I have a feeling we're gonna be at camp within an hour or two. Plenty of daylight, so we can take our time at this point. We made some pretty good time up until now. A little anxiety, not knowing what to expect. You know, we heard from the ranger, we heard from John, you know, that some of the areas were real difficult, and it would have been especially difficult if it was snowy or rainy. But you can't ask for better conditions. There's hardly any mud puddles. It's just dirt and rocks. And, you know, some areas, the high clearance really comes in handy. I probably wouldn't try this. You probably could do it in like a Jeep Sport without it being lifted. Definitely a Rubicon without it being lifted. The problem is getting a permit to come here. This time of the year shouldn't be a problem. At least it wasn't for us. But, I mean, this is just insane. I can't believe we haven't seen anybody else. I can't believe more people don't know about this trail. And I'm not afraid of blowing it up because there's only so many permits that they give out a day. But we're going to eat some lunch and enjoy the view.
Let's go. Let's roll. It's your turn. I'm about to take you there. I'm lightning like Steve McQueen. I'm in the fast lane when the light turns green. And I built tough, I ain't nothing but grit. Cause I made rugged blood, sweat, and spit. Yeah, like a horse I fly. Better brace yourself in for a bumpy ride. I like to play hard, but I work harder. And I weather the storm cause I'm built stronger. I was born to run. I was built to last. I was made for speed. Cause I was born fast. Born to run, born to ride. Keep on flying till my hands touch the sky. Born to be wild and free. Keep on going, yeah, there's no stopping me. I was born for this. I was born for this.
So you just saw footage of Daniel going up that steep incline, and it was my job to record him. Now, I get to climb all the way up there.
If you want to get down, get yourself elevated up off the ground. Then come along with me to the nitty and the gritty of the country. I was cut from steel. I was built for grit. I was made to fly.
All right, guys, so we just got to camp, and there's 3 campsites where we're at. This is Murphy's. They have campsite A, B, and C. A and B shares a bathroom. They have vault toilets here. And C has its own toilet restroom area.
So,
And we got C. There's a toilet. Okay, so that's probably one camp, and this is another camp. All right, so these are the other 2 campgrounds, campsites here at Murphy's. You've got this one here.
Oh, here's Murphy A.
All right, so this is Murphy A.
Wow, that's a nice view.
That's an incredible view. Yeah, Murphy B is right here. Which isn't a terrible site either.
No.
I mean, they're all good.
And they're big. Like,
They're
you
very
have a lot
big.
of space.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And so now we're backtracking, going back to Murphy C.
Where we just came up that hill, and right at the top of that hill is the camp spot, which I think is on this side.
Yeah. So you can camp over here with this incredible view, or over there where there's no view. What do you want to do?
Can we go to A?
You can't.
For real?
What if somebody comes and we're in their site?
Oh, they're gonna get the sunset.
All right.
Yeah,
So
let's camp on this side with the view.
yeah, we're gonna camp on this side with the view, and we will catch up with you guys in just a little bit. All right, so we just straightened the Jeep out. Here are some final numbers for you guys. This was from, I started recording the mileage right off of the 313 Mineral Springs Road, I think it was called.
Mineral Bottom.
Mineral Bottom. And from that point, from that turn off into 313 to right where we're at was 48.5 miles. Total time is 5 hours and 10 minutes with an average speed of 10.8 miles an hour. Average speed is 9.4, but that was with our stops. All right, let's get camp set up. All right, well, that was short-lived, guys. Luckily, there was signal up here, and we were able to call the backcountry office and spoke to Carrie. Thank you very much, Carrie. And asked if we could move to campsite A because it's going to have the most incredible view of the sunset. And she said, no problem, move on over. So goes to tell me this is not a very popular destination this time of the year. It should be. I'm telling you, if you see this video, you absolutely need to get up here this time of the year. It was just absolutely gorgeous. So
Yeah.
we're relocating to campsite A, and then we'll set up camp and we'll catch up with you guys later.
There's a great big world to see. It's waiting here for you and me. Let's go. Adventures round the bend. Nothing like we've seen before. Let's get outside and go explore. 'Cause home is here with you, my friend. Keep traveling on and on and on and on and on. Keep traveling on and on and on and on and on. The world out there to see waits for you and me. Keep traveling on and on and on and on and on. find a place to make our own. We mark a spot that no one knows it's ours, off in the unknown. 'Cause this is where I wanna be, with you right here next to me. Don't know, but let's find out where it goes. Keep traveling on and on and on and on and on. Keep traveling on and on and on and on and on. Don't know where it leads, but I know I'm feeling free. Keep traveling on and on and on and on and on. Keep traveling 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 on and on and on and on and on. Keep traveling on and on and on and on and on.
We're using these new Zargus cases for the top one is dry food and the bottom one's all of our cooking gear. Those are new. We just got this Lifesaver. It's like 5 gallons of water that filters out like 99.9% of bacteria. That's our toilet, which we don't need because we got that toilet. Fridge. That's where we keep our chairs and the poop tent. And those Zargus cases fit perfectly right here sideways with the little toilet in front of those. And then in front of that is the water. So everything's nice and snug when driving. That's our Julka hot water heater. That's our regular heater. That's our camp lights right here. The top Tembo Tusk case is our Tembo Tuscatl, and the bottom one is holding some tire chains that I brought with me on this trip in case we get into any snow. And then all that is sitting on this Vector. This is called the grocery getter shelf, which is perfect because we can stack all of our supplies. And then underneath all that is our 2 solar panels, one here and one's underneath there, for the Jackery, which is currently doing some work right now, charging some GoPro batteries. All right, guys, it's about that time. What time is it, dear?
Dinner time.
It's dinner time. Mama Goose is hiding in the back of the Jeep because it is cold, it is windy, but
The Jeep is blocking the wind.
the wind's coming this way, so we're in good shape. So tonight's dinner is pretty simple, and that's what I wanted. I wanted something simple that, you know, if again what?
Something simple again.
Something simple again. Yeah, that's the name of this game, this trip. So tonight, normally you guys all know I cook on the Tempo Tusk, and I love it, but I also like trying new gear and gadgets like anybody. So we picked up this Jet Boil single burner, and we've used it a couple times on this trip. And the thing's amazing. You've got the regulator for the gas, and then it comes in this little package. And basically what you have is you take off these straps, and the pan is right here, and the burner's right there. And it comes with this nifty little wind guard, which is going to come in handy tonight. The regulator's there. This is our chicken. It looks nasty, but it's actually really good. It's been marinating since we left the house on Sunday. It's just olive oil, lime juice, red chili powder, and that's
I
it.
think that's it.
So it's kind of frozen, but it'll defrost pretty quick. Like I could tell it's not entirely frozen. So we'll set that in the sun in 30-degree weather. It should defrost really quick. So we're just going to put the chicken in there, and then we've got some sourdough bread, and we got to take the cheese out. We're just going to do sourdough, lettuce, cheese, and the chicken, and we'll be eating in no time.
No lettuce.
No lettuce? No lettuce.
It's a warm sandwich.
It's a warm sandwich. You don't use lettuce on. And we are going to have one heck of a sunset tonight, folks. I'll tell you that. Mama Goose has got her phone on a time lapse, so I'll enter it in after I cook.
Don't tell them.
I can't tell you. I'll enter it in when you're darn good and ready. You can prep the avocado
Do
if you
that
want.
away from the burner. Daniel!
Don't tell me not to do something.
Oh my gosh.
And tomorrow, rain's in the forecast as early as 7 a.m. So we might be doing the second half of this trail in the rain, which could make things interesting. I'll tell you, this place, this trail, totally unexpected, not planned, but without getting too dramatic, it is life-changing. I have never, ever been in such remote country where it's just gorgeous views, 360 degrees. It's going to be hard to top this. I'm going to cook the rest of with the lid off of it, get rid of some of these juices that are in here. But it smells delicious. So the one thing we can't do with this, which is why we should have used the tempo tusk, is toast our bread while this is cooking. Mark 1 for tempo tusk. Alright, so dinner's just about done. It is done, dear. We saw somebody else. Somebody in a 4Runner just came by here, which is great to see somebody else, but they're going to a camp much further away, Gooseberry or something. So, but it was good to see one other person out here. But we're just gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna have Mama Goose get the bread ready and stuff, and we'll be eating in no time. All right, chicken sandwich fit for a king. You got sourdough toasted bread, some avocado, Swiss cheese, and marinated chicken breast. It's 6:28. It's not even 6:30 yet.
It's 6:30.
It's 6:30, but it is currently about 32 degrees outside, and it's windy. This is my RV. I'm downstairs. Mama Goose is in the loft, the penthouse suite. We're getting ready to start watching a movie. So I got the iPad up there, but this is what it's like downstairs. I got tons of room. I got my bag here, Mama Goose's bags up front, and all of our gear is in here. There is nothing at all that's outside. So everything fits in here, and we can still relax and chill in inclement weather. But I recently added on Amazon, they have these remote starts, and I was kind of nervous adding it because I didn't want to start messing with the electronics, but it's literally plug and play. I just had to move some wires around and plug this thing in, and with the keyless entry, you click it 3 times and the car will start. So this evening, tonight, tomorrow morning early, before we get out of bed, I'll start it 3 times. Oh, see, it just turned off. Let me see the key, dear. Perfect
Because
timing.
it's on a timer, right?
Yep, every 15 minutes it'll run, and then it'll turn itself off in case you forgot about it. But all you need to do is hit the key 3 times, the lock button. 1, 2, 3, and now it'll start up. Start it up, and now I'd go to bed with the heater on full blast so that when the car started, heater's going. But that helps us stay warm. Plus I have Mr. Buddy heater for the middle of the night. Like I said, currently outside it's about 32. Inside here it shows 60 and climbing really quick. So we're very comfy. So I'm going to hop up in the penthouse. I'll bring the camera with me so you guys can see what it's like up there, what our setup is. So there's a single hatch right here, and then it goes up here. So I'm gonna climb up. There's Mama Goose, and here's the other hatch once I'm up here. All right, so you climb up here, and you pull this hatch here. Move the sleeping bag, Mama Goose. And now it's completely
Voila.
solid. So we got Mr. Buddy heater, which will go right here. So we'll sleep like this. And Mr. Buddy heater's there. Chocolate chip cookies are there. And iPad's right there. So we're gonna watch a movie. All we do is we sleep with
This is our
sleeping bag.
X-Bed Duo.
And that's an electric blanket, the gray blanket there. But we've had some difficulties with it. It's rated, it says it's at 125.
120 volt.
120 volt, which we have
100 watt.
the 120, so it's 100 watt, which the Jackery 1000, I don't understand why it's not working. It works for like 5 minutes and then it turns off. So I'm gonna look at the specs on the Jackery to see if perhaps there's something wrong with, you know, maybe we need the 1500 or a smaller electric blanket,
A
but
less powerful
less
one.
powerful. But it does work good when it's working. But that's it. We're gonna watch Fight Club and turn off this light.
Is that why we're watching Fight Club?
We're watching Fight Club, and we will see you guys first thing in the morning, and hopefully it's not raining. Good morning, everybody. It's not morning. I mean, it's morning. It is 2 o'clock in the morning right now.